Hi there, this is Rob here, Rob Harmont. So I just completed my new self-improvement, motivational, inspirational ebook called Your Life and Happiness Are in Your Hands, right? That may not at all times appear to be the case, as I've experienced many times in my life when everything spun out of control and nothing felt like it was in my hands. It felt like everything was against me and everything was unfair and I was going down the toilet. On the other hand, I've had plenty of times and periods of my life that were wonderful and fantastic, but I explain in this ebook what happened to me. How I rose to the top from a very young age, continued flying, skyrocketing, and flying high above the clouds for a long time with a false sense of security that I was doing the right thing in the right place and was basically immaculate, not making any mistakes. Now that's where everything went wrong. Along with the great time I had with my ski racing career, business career, adventures, came exuberance and just overexcitement and just craziness. Let's just say craziness. I've had plenty of crazy times in my life because I, after all, was a downhill ski racer, and you've got to be crazy to do that, and I've just always been an explorer, an adventurer, and so on. But it got to the point where it became out of control. I lost control, I crashed, and I burned badly, right? And that led to me becoming very unhealthy, very overweight, and sick. I had a stroke in 2015. That was more or less the turning point. That's where I realized I had to do something, or I'm not going to last much longer, you know, because don't forget, I always used to be a very strong, fit guy, as you can still see I am today at 54. I've now been on the Keto-Carnivore diet for 8 years, so I don't eat any carbs, sugar, just meat, seafood, eggs, some fish and things like that, and just a few other items I enjoy. And that's kept me really fresh and healthy, and essentially it was a big reason that I was able to change and save my life. Thankfully, though, these setbacks and these problems happen if you are aware of them and can take them on board and do something about it. Most people, if they have a stroke, sorry if I'm wiping my forehead, it's by baking here, where I am in Cambodia right now. Most people don't take steps when bad things happen. They continue down the same line. And that, of course, doesn't go anywhere other than downhill. So if you're suffering from type 2 diabetes, you have lots of health issues, you've become obese, you're hugely overweight, you're constantly sick, you've got to do something about it. And then, because what's going to happen is all those 4 things happened to me, and then I had that stroke. And then I fell into very deep, dark depression. That was the worst of everything. Being overweight and unhealthy wasn't great, it wasn't nice at all, but it was manageable with the medication, kind of, so I thought, but not really, because the truth of the matter is, all the medications do little band-aids for the time being, and then you're soon back in the doctor's office for another problem, getting more medications, back to the pharmacist, and so on. It's a constant cycle of feeding. It's a merry-go-round where you're feeding your body bad chemicals. You're not really dealing, or not dealing at all, with the underlying problem, and that's where things get worse. And once depression sets in, you don't know it. You don't know it until it gets really bad. And you deny it. And that's the whole point of this ebook. How to get your life back into your hands and be under control and fulfill your life and find happiness again. And I've done that. It was a difficult, long, rocky, up and down road, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back, and so on. You know, that's how it is. I've been at it for 8 years. I've had my wonderful times, ups and downs still, wonderful times in the 8 years, because I've become healthy. That makes a huge difference. I'm never sick, I don't have any medications in my body or system, nothing. I train almost every day lightly by walking and swimming and doing some other bodyweight stuff and sprinting. But it's not been easy for me either to get to the point where I want to be and to have constant everyday happiness. I do try, and I do mostly have it, but even and I admit in the book, still have these setbacks. And this, funny enough, 2023 has been a challenging year for me so far, despite living in paradise. I had a few personal relationship issues, business has been tough. So, but that's just, that's it. You know, you have to face them head on. Say, okay, what am I going to do now? I've got to deal with these issues at hand. Let's look at them as an opportunity rather than a negative. Maybe one door closes, 2 or 3 other doors open. You know, that saying is very true. You just got to look for them. So, I've managed to pull myself out of the dark and into the light over the last several years. I've done fantastic compared to the mess I was in for about 2 years back in 2014-15. And here I am, stable, strong, fighting on, trying to make a difference in the world, trying to help as many people as I can. And that's another message of this book. If you have problems, seek solutions, ask people to help. They will. Everyone is willing to help as long as you ask them, or most people at least, close family, friends, and so on. Once you overcome your problems, once you become healthier and strong again, and have learned lessons, write them down, make notes, and then make an effort to help other people. That's helped me greatly because I've become a health coach, a nutritionist, metabolic health coach, and a writer, and those 3 things fulfill me and make me happy because I'm able to express my life lessons, what happened to me, how I changed, and how I'm helping others on a daily basis. So that's my introduction to the new ebook, Your Life and Happiness Are in Your Hands. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to your comments very soon. Thank you. Rob here, Rob Holmont. See you soon. Bye-bye.